Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Little. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Comes out throwing on first down. Got the back over the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other often late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past?
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Little. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive.
There's some momentum here. What they can't do is go free. Right back.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Just feeds the running back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll give it to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wide out in motion. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wide out. Complete to the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down to the 41.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They'll go right back to him. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves the chains for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Yellow Jackets are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's a reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home, stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 7, Notre Dame
0. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, they'll take to the air. The freshman just a little too much on that.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Bring in the heat. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops for them and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
That's caught. It's Griffin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Catch in the middle, it's Townsend. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
On the option. Past the 30. Nothing but green ahead. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Wants to throw on second down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping me.
Bully ball on third and short. The Yellow Jackets will have a first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of me, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Going up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Now they'll run it to the right here. At the 40, there he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Really nice timing on that play. Receiver working against zone coverage on the perimeter. He's able to settle down, fight back to the football, and pick up the first.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with the base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The option look. And this was just a low man wins battle right with the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he makes the extra point.
Notre Dame, 14, Georgia Tech, 10.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 12, set to kick it away.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Rotate over. 1st and 10.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. The expressway is wide open. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Third down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big first.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
I love it. Forget all the cute stuff. It's first and goal. I'm trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Wisconsin delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Madison. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big Ten. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 45 on his way. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. He'll toss it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
And now on second down for this offense. On the run, it's Griffin. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. There's just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Irish!
Touchdown.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Georgia Tech, 17.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot, and the ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's taking the shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Little. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. The ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Takes the handoff. It's Griffin. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 24, Notre Dame 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Looking for a productive play on first down. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to the run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Yellow Jackets are on the move. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Wide receivers, running backs, you see them. They're interchangeable now. You see each playing different positions and handing the ball to wide receivers like you get here. You know, wide receivers are getting the ball more and more in space, but you're also trying to hand them the football so they can make some plays, get more touches, especially those good guys. Not a great game, but definitely a good job of getting the wide receiver involved in the run game.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He throws back to the left side. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water balls, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on 3rd down, too. They show you right there. They've got some balance, good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
Brought down at the 15-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the lone running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Paging George P. Burdell. Paging George P. Burdell.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. San Jose State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested.
And the returner will be dragged down. Here come the Irish back on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big.
Got a lot of running room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up 4th down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
A 6-point game getting very deep in the 4th quarter, and the offense desperately needing to convert this 4th down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires the pass, intercepted. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These